Hey, and welcome to a new episode of my favorite local TV show, iKnowJax. And actually today, I will confidently state that it's not only my favorite show because we had lots of folks who showed up for the 300th episode party at Atlantic Beach Brewing Company. And I want to thank you guys for coming out. Now today I have a great show coming up. We're going to start with a new installment of the Gadget Guy where my friend Jeff Spear is going to tell us about fun and interesting kitchen gadgets. And we're going to take a look at what's brewing in Jax, talk about upcoming events, and also check out interesting wine from South America. That's in this episode of iKnowJax. When we had our 300th episode party at Atlantic Beach Brewing Company last Saturday, I was asked about our next event. Now, many of you have missed our tequila tasting events and others just wanted to see more parties. Well, you're in luck because we have a get-together coming up this month and I'll give you more information about that in just a little bit. First, let's figure out what kind of kitchen gadgets Jeff Spear wants to talk about this week. So I'm here with Jeff Spear, the Gadget Guy, and today we've got a lot of wisping things.
We're going to talk about whipped cream today.
Whipped cream. You know what? When I think about whipped cream, side note, what do I think about?
I don't know, Joe. Banana pie, pecan pie. I don't know.
I think of Herb Alpert.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, okay. Well, never mind. Go get to it.
All
look
right.
it up for you youngsters out there. Google Herb Alpert and look at the album art.
So the thing to remember is that as with every gadget that we show, there's good, there's bad, there's efficient, there's just
and then there's fun.
And there's fun.
Okay.
So when it comes to making whipping cream, this is the basic thing. This is a balloon whisk. It's made by Rusla. It's got a nice weight.
That's a lot of freaking work.
Yeah, it is for whipped cream. But if you're going to buy a whisk, this is a nice one.
Okay.
Okay.
And you need that in your drawer no matter what.
Yeah, you should have a whisk. Scrambled eggs, lots of things. Yeah. There are, however, you may remember your grandma might have had this, or maybe even your mom.
Stripes comes to mind every time you pick that thing up, and yeah.
Look, it's an old-fashioned thing. It's made by Fox Run. It is available. I don't recommend it unless you really like to play with this.
Really easily too.
Yeah. Now, there's OXO.
Okay.
OXO has gone from this.
They went modern.
They went very modern, and this has fishing rod technology in it. And so it's very easy.
I don't think you're going to catch anything with that, no.
No, and again, pain in the butt.
Still same deal.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go with one
jam.
I don't know about the OXO one. This one definitely does.
Yeah.
But if you're going to go basic, this
go
is
that
it.
way, yeah.
Okay.
Still manual.
Now you can go electric.
Okay.
And we have here. This is an immersion blender.
Okay.
This one's from Bomix.
Those ones that make those big noises.
Yeah. But this is good for pureeing soup, spaghetti sauce, all kinds of things. And these tend to come with a container, so you can take the lid off, and then you put your cream in here, and then you can.
I gotcha. Okay.
And it works out really well. A lot of these also come with a food chopper attachment. It's
so
like a little mini processor.
Gotcha.
That's a cool thing, and a couple of attachments. So
right.
But this is the Swiss line, and
oh, that's heavy.
It's heavy. It's got a lot of oomph to it.
I like oomph.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of oomph.
Yeah, it's oomph. But the key is that for the electric ones, this is about $175.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that's a real deal.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a real deal. Now, for whipped cream, there are two things to consider. How light and fluffy do you want it, or how firm and full-bodied?
I'm leaving all those tools on the table.
Okay. So when you use any of these tools I've shown so far, you get a nice full-bodied cream.
Right.
Okay. This is a cream whipper. This is made by either ISI or EC, depending on how you know the company. You unscrew it. Now I've got some cream here already on ice.
Okay. What do you put in your cream?
Okay, it's 2 cups cream.
Okay.
It's a couple tablespoons of sugar.
Okay.
And about a half a teaspoon of vanilla.
Vanilla.
Okay, and so you just funnel it into the bottle. Okay. So the thing about this is this is one of the easiest ways to dispense cream. Seal it up. Okay, you undo this part. Gas cartridge. You get these at the kitchen store. Okay.
And is that, what is that, nitrous?
I think it's nitrous oxide, yeah. So anyway, you put that in. You want to make sure before you screw this down, make sure your top's on tight.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you might hear it.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the gas going in. Once the gas is discharged, There's a little bit of excess there that comes out.
Oh, you're done already?
Well, you can take this and just chuck it.
Gotcha.
And then they have a little decorative cap that you can put over here so it's not in the way. Just pick it up. You want to give this a really good shake. I've done this before, and if I didn't shake it enough.
Now, while you're shaking that, I'm going to let everybody know that if you're interested in any of the gadgets that you see here or you've seen in any past episodes, you can go to the iKnowJax.com/Gadget Guy. We're going to have all of these here, links to where you can buy them and more details about them as well.
So I always like to take this and squirt it out just a little bit, just to make sure it's fluffy. It is. Okay, so now you can see that, yeah.
Hey, wait.
Look. So I always like to end episodes, with a glass of wine or something, and so we might as well do this. Here, yeah. So Joe's a little indisposed. We'll see you next time.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at iKnowJax.com. The Fish Company in Atlantic Beach now has Florida stone crab available. Awesome seafood from our waters to your table. Shrimp, fish, oyster, crab cakes, and more. Desserts made in-house daily. The Fish Company. Fresh seafood. Really.
How do you tell time in a real Thai kitchen? You taste it. Go to Buddha Thai Bistro for tasty comfort food. Prepared with the Thai tradition of care. Made from scratch with love. Order your favorite dish tonight at Buddha Thai Bistro in Jax Beach.
Hey, and welcome to What's Brewing in Jax. Every week I take a look at what's happening in the craft beer scene in Jacksonville. I'm at Really Good Beer Stop on 3rd Street in Jax Beach, and today I'm having a karate in the garage from our local brewery, Southern Swells. On Tuesday, February 20th, it's Lagunitas Brewery Night here at Really Good Beer Stop. This is, of course, a well-known brewery that's been around for a while, and they have many fans and lots of good beer, so it's going to be a good time to stop by Really Good Beer Stop. Then on Wednesday, February 21st, it's going to be a big day here at Really Good Beer Stop because it's Tampa Bay Brewery Night. So we'll get a chance to check out what that Florida brewery has to offer. Now, Really Good Beer Stop will have their Reef Donkey Pale Ale, yes, I said Reef Donkey Pale Ale, and Quad Fruit beer on tap. It's also a special iKnowJax meetup night here. See, I'm planning a get-together for our iKnowJax ambassadors. Now, think of it more as a social, let's get to know each other night to have a beer or two. The iKnowJax Ambassador Group is a special group of iKnowJax viewers who want to actively work to support local businesses, local craft beer, and everything else that helps keep Jacksonville, Jacksonville. You can find out more about the Ambassador Program on my website and sign up for the newsletter list at iKnowJax.com, or just show up on Wednesday, February 21st at Really Good Beer Stop, and I'll tell you all about it. This is a big festival week because one of the most anticipated craft beer festivals is coming up. It's the Riverside Craft Beer Festival. I know many of my friends go to this every year, and there's going to be over 100 different beers available and lots of different breweries. Local breweries, Florida breweries, and others are all participating. And there's about 10 food trucks or so that are coming out as well. Now, VIP ticket holders get in already at 3 p.m. and get access to some of the special brews as well. Now, I saw that Fishweir, a not yet open brewery, is coming now. Fishweir will be opening in the Murray Hill area in the fall, but you'll already get a chance to taste their beers at Riverside Craft Beer Festival. Now, I've heard that there's another not yet open Jax brewery who is going to be at the festival as well, so that's exciting, and I'm actually just amazed at how the craft beer scene in Jacksonville is exploding. It seems like there's a new brewery coming out every month or so. So when I first moved here, I think there were only like 4 or 5 breweries, and now I think there are over 14. I could be wrong about that because I haven't counted lately. Last but certainly not least, I wanted to give a shout out to a fundraising event with a catchy name. It's called Bikers, Beers, and Beethoven, and I know you're asking yourself how those 3 things can go together. Well, it's pretty simple. It's a free concert at Intuition Ale Works by the Jacksonville Civic Orchestra, and this event is a benefit for Canine for Warriors and the Civic Orchestra of Jacksonville's Musicians Scholarship Fund. Now, Bikers, Beers, and Beethoven takes place at Intuition on Sunday, February 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. That's it for this time. Now, if you want to try the Karate in the Garage from Southern Swells, you need to hurry here because at Really Good Beer Stop, they rotate their 20 beers on tap all the time, so there's something new. And don't forget, come out and join me for the iKnowJax meetup right here at Really Good Beer Stop on Wednesday, February 21st, starting at 6:30 p.m. Cheers. Jacksonville Beach's ultimate craft beer and growler store. Now, I have to agree with myself. The craft beer scene in Jacksonville is amazing. I'm just blown away by the amount of interesting craft breweries we have here in Jacksonville. Now, for people like me, it's hard to get around all of them and check out the new beers. It's a tough job, but somebody has to do it. It sure beats digging ditches like my dad would have said. Here at iKnowJax, we do our best to support local businesses in the community. Visit our website to find out how we can help promote your business on iKnowJax.com.
Call Joe directly at 904-345-0755 or visit iKnowJax.com/advertising.
How do you tell time in a real Thai kitchen? You taste it. Go to Buddha Thai Bistro for tasty comfort food, prepared with the Thai tradition of care, made from scratch with love. Order your favorite dish tonight at Buddha Thai Bistro in Jax Beach.
The Fish Company in Atlantic Beach now has Florida stone crab available. Awesome seafood from our waters to your table. Shrimp, fish, oyster, crab cakes, and more. Desserts made in-house daily. The Fish Company, fresh seafood, really. Hey, it's Joe with iKnowJax, and I'm hanging out downtown at the Happy Grilled Cheese restaurant. You didn't know they had one? Yes, the famous Happy Grilled Cheese food truck has a restaurant as well. And I'm checking out some of their best food. These are the dishes you have to try. The Fancy Schmancy and the Daddy of the Mac. So Anthony, tell me how you got started with Happy Grilled Cheese.
The Happy Grilled Cheese started as a food truck concept. When I was trying to basically leave my corporate job, I was sitting there writing menus and kind of concepts for food trucks. I kind of noticed nationwide that the food truck thing was taking off about 5 years ago, and the Jacksonville laws were changing. So I was ready, as soon as they became legal, I kind of had a grilled cheese concept ready for a food truck, and then it just kind of went from there.
Why grilled cheese?
Just a universal appeal, to be honest. I just figured something you could eat morning, noon, and night, and it would appeal to someone from 9 years of age to 90. Everyone likes a grilled cheese, so we do serve a basic grilled cheese, just your classic, and then we all put a whole bunch of crazy ingredients in there from, barbecued pulled pork, mac and cheese, any kind of meats or veggies you can think of. One of our biggest sellers is one called the Daddy of the Mac. That's one that starts off with our 4-cheese blend, and then it's got homemade mac and cheese, pulled pork, and sauteed onions all inside the grilled cheese. Another one we're going to show you today actually is one called the Fancy Schmancy. It's one that's got mozzarella cheese, goat cheese, bacon, sun-dried tomato, arugula, red onion, and a balsamic glaze. So that's kind of one that's a real popular one as well. We actually were doing a wedding a week before a big food truck rally. So we kind of needed a signature sandwich for the wedding party, because they kind of gave us a couple ingredient lists that they like. They like goat cheese and sun-dried tomato, so they asked us to do a sandwich with that. And then we also needed to enter a best sandwich for the competition the next week, so we figured that would be a good way to use those ingredients. And the last name of the wedding party happened to be Yancey, Y-A-N-C-Y, and entered it into the food truck championship here in Jacksonville, and we won best sandwich with it, and we named it the Fancy Schmancy and put it on the menu. Yeah, we even do a fun dessert melt that's served on a sweetbread. So we take a cinnamon sweetbread, toast it up real good, and we put marshmallow fluff, Ghirardelli chocolate sauce, milk chocolate, crumbles and also graham crackers in it. So it kind of tastes like a melted s'more.
Talk to me about something new for you guys here in the restaurant, salads, right?
Yeah, salads. So it doesn't have to be a cheat day anymore to eat at the Happy Grilled Cheese. You can eat here, without guilt. You can get, grilled cheese once a week, salads a couple times a week, and not break the diet at all. From here, I'd like to add, another food truck to the mix, just because that's obviously our customers on the food truck side of things in Jacksonville are great. I mean, they support the trucks. I want the next one to be more in a residential spot with full service. Seating, got a waitress and an accompanying cocktail menu, maybe some live entertainment. So I think that's my next step, go more residential, away from downtown, residential spot, and make it a party, a big grilled cheese party.
So besides the fancy schmancy and the daddy of the Mac, they also have salads and dessert sandwiches like the s'more sandwich. I'll see you guys at the Happy Grilled Cheese.
Say cheese!
Many of my friends actually do not drink craft beer. They're wine drinkers or prefer cocktails. But today, we're not going with cocktails, we're going to talk about wine.
Hey, this is Steve with Trivia Nation. It's time to get your think on. Our question today is, what shape is an Australian rules football field?
I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at iKnowJax.com.
Before the break, we asked you, what shape is an Australian rules football field? That answer is oval. Please join us at any of our 50 locations in Northeast Florida. Just go to trivianation.com for more details.
I'm in St. John's Town Center at Fogo de Chão Brazilian Steakhouse. Now, if you've never been to a Brazilian steakhouse, it's quite an experience. Now, normally it's all about the meat, but today we're going to do wine tasting. Now, we've got a lot of beautiful stuff lined up here. Can you take me through what you've got?
Of course. So we're going to start with the sparkling wine from South of Brazil. South of Brazil gets really cold, which is amazing for the white and sparkling wine.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and taste. I would have a bite of probably the asparagus or the bell peppers.
Oh, I like bell peppers. I'll try that.
Very fruity.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and nice acidic.
Yeah.
And it kind of water your mouth for a
Yeah.
nice 4 or 5 seconds in there. Next one, which it's a Chardonnay.
Chardonnay?
Again from South of Brazil.
Okay.
So this, you can either start with the cheese from the salad bar, lighter cheeses or salad, and then later on jump into the fresh mozzarella is amazing to go with that.
I'm not going to say no to mozzarella. Talentino never says that. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it pairs very well with the cheese. The next one that we're doing, it's a Merlot. They follow a American concept of the pure wine that they call. So they made the whole thing with the wine without touching the oak or anything, which will keep like a very...
So no outside influence?
No outside at all.
Okay.
Which give a very nice feeling with the grape itself.
You call it clean?
Pure.
Pure.
Yeah, they say because no influences of the French oak or American oak or anything. It's just the wine.
Just the
wine
grape.
itself.
Yeah.
And this is our signature wine, Fogo de Chão.
Oh, this is named?
The Malbec. It's a Grand Reserve made in Mendoza.
Yep.
It's made by Zuccardi family, which is a very well-known winery in down south of Brazil. It was developed to feed our food.
Gotcha.
So most of the meats and cheeses and stuff will pair well with this. Yeah. The idea is to, if you're eating at Fogo de Chão, is to be as close as possible as eating South of Brazil, like of your own family.
So you're transplanting part of South Brazil right here to Jacksonville.
Into Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And what we do, we have an amazing market there where you go and make your own salad there, and which you get
That's
really
a meal
great.
on its own.
It is. We actually have the option to do that by itself, especially on lunch.
Yeah.
You're not ready for
That's a good meal too.
Yes, sir. And then the second course, you have these little things right here that will control everything.
Yeah, and mine stays like this. Yes, please, I want more, until I'm about ready to pop.
Yeah. We have next is the Terruño Carmenere, which is made by Conchetor family.
That's a grape I've not heard of.
Not many people know about it. It was, I call that the lost grape.
Okay.
I love this one with our lamb chops because it has a little peppery on the seasoning, and with any of the.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your suggestion there. Anytime I get a chance to eat a lamb chop here, I will. Talk to me about what you got last.
Okay, so this very last one is made by Chao family. It's called Pechiota, and it's Bonarda Malbec blend.
Okay.
Bonarda is the second grape they grow most in Argentina. It has a little peppery and elegant because the Malbec gives the body, but then the Bonarda kind of make it nice and elegant.
Takes it up a little.
Really nice. You compare with the lamb again, with this ribeye will go really well with that as well.
And this one's nice. Can I just stay here all day?
Yeah, why not? I'll go to midnight.
Sounds good. Now I could go on all day drinking and eating, and I probably will once the camera's turned off. But you guys need to come down to Fogo de Chao and try for yourself. Make sure to mark your calendar for Wednesday, February 21st. I'm going to be at Really Good Beer Stop on 3rd Street for an iKnowJax meetup with our ambassadors. You can find out more about the ambassador group on iKnowJax.com/ambassador. That's it for this week's episode. I'll be back next Saturday with a brand new episode, but before then, I'll see you on the internet.